Hello, I'm Mohammad Zishan Shafkat, having student ID 10104169, and in this short video I'll be briefly discussing requirements analysis and modeling, its components, and what approaches are used for carrying out this task and what role it plays and how can it help me in my future endeavors. So first of all, I'll be discussing requirements analysis modeling, what it is. Basically, requirements analysis and modeling is the process of gathering requirements from the clients for developing a specific piece of software. Now, these requirements are to be gathered before the development starts. It helps to code and develop a better software, and and the process basically involves the detailed requirements for software development teams to follow. Without a set of requirements, the team will have no idea what functional and non-functional features the client or the customer wants in the software itself. So where does it fit in? Well, it depends on the SDLC that the organization is following. Most of the requirements are gathered before the development starts, but uh, there are it depends on the SDLC approach. For example, if the company is following a waterfall approach, the documentation and the requirements should be documented, extensively documented, I must say, before the um, development of the software starts. But if the organization is following an agile software SDLC approach, then the requirements for a minimum viable product can be acquired, and that piece of software can be developed on those bases, and it can be further developed on iterative design, which agile usually follows. It follows an iterative approach. The application, the software is developed in iterations, so that it ensures faster delivery times and better software, because the customers and the clients have total view at every iteration. The customers see what the software is developing or evolving to be, so there can be amendments, and the agile system can deliver a better customer satisfaction experience. And moving further on, the process of requirement gathering and elicitation can be done in a number of ways. In generally a more traditional approach, there is a traditional approach, which is the structured approach, and then there is the object-oriented approach. The difference between the structured and the object-oriented approach is that the structured approach treats process. There is, according to traditional approach, there is it holds that there is a collection of processes, and these processes interact with each other and the data entities, and of course there is input and output from these processes. The object-oriented approach treats everything as objects, that there is a collection of objects and they interact with each other and other entities too, and they just like every object-oriented approach, they communicate with each other. The objects communicate with each other, and they also communicate with other interfaces and other classes. The traditional approach of gathering requirements include, but is not limited to, context diagrams, the creation of DFT fragments, context diagrams, data flow diagrams, data flow definitions, and process descriptions. Whereas the object-oriented approach involves creation of class diagrams, use cases, use case diagrams and descriptions, and state machine diagrams, and so these two approaches are to be followed if an effective um, set of requirements need to be prepared. And well, the purpose, why it's important to uh, uh, elicit and gather requirements before developing software is basically software needs to be developed according to the needs and wants of the customers. If the requirements analysis and modeling is poorly done, and or isn't being done before the software development starts, it can cost the company as well as the customers, because the software developed before and without a detailed set of requirements will not be at par according to the customer's expectations, and it might have features that are not according to what customers wanted. So it is really important that before the development starts, a detailed set of requirements are elicited and acquired and analyzed before the software development starts, and that is where the system analyst and the business analyst comes in, because the system analyst or the business analyst acts as a bridge between the customers, the clients, and the software development team, and it really enables the company to deliver. The system analyst enables the company to deliver better products, and acts as a bridge between the client and the development team. And yes, this is this is all I had to say for this video, and thank you very much. I know I couldn't cover all of the things, but given the amount of time that was given to us, this was the holistic, the whole general idea of requirements analysis and modeling. And thank you very much.